Okay, so there are, guys, hundreds of networks, which where you can buy push mobile notifications and pop-up advertisements. But these are the one which I have worked with, almost all of them, and I recommend them. So let's start with pop-up ads. So you know what is a pop-up ad? I don't really have to tell you that. So when you open any website, and there are two types of pop-up. One is a pop-up ad, and second is a pop-under ad. So what's the difference? When you open a website, the pop-up ad is on top of the website, and it blocks the view. And the pop-under is that when let's say you have opened Flipkart.com, for example, and there would be a pop-under which would open just below the web browser, below your tab, which you won't see till the time you close your tab. Okay, you will only notice that there is an advertisement. There is a pop-under advertisement which is lying below your web browser, below your tab. So that's what we call as pop-under. So all these platforms, they provide both type of pop advertisements, pop-up and pop-under. If you ask me which one is correct, well, it depends on what kind of product you are promoting. So I personally use both. Here's how much money is required for testing, though I would have talked about it, but here is the rule which I follow. For any campaign, whether it's native, whether it's push, or whether it's pop-up, I follow one simple rule, and that is I test with $50. Okay, first you try to understand the logic behind my rule, and then you can replicate it. So I follow $50, and I divide it in 5 different campaigns. So $50 I devote to one affiliate offer, and then let's say if there's an offer for finance. Okay, there's an offer for finance. What I would do is I would start it with $50 per day. Okay, I would start it with $50 budget per day, and I would create 5 different campaigns in native, and I would have $10. I would assign $10 budget to each and every campaign, and in every campaign, I would have at least 2 ads, ad number 1 and ad number 2. So this is how I test the campaign. And what happens is that by spending $50, I get an idea of how this offer, this affiliate campaign would be. And by creating 5 campaigns, what I do is the targeting in each and every campaign is different. For example, in campaign number 1, I would target Android devices. In campaign number 2, I would target iPhone devices. In campaign number 3, I would target, let's say, a different web browser. And in campaign number 4 or 5, I would target different geos. So it depends. So I do targeting, and then in every campaign, I have at least 2 advertisements with 2 different images and 2 different ad creatives. This is what I do. Now you just try to understand the logic behind it. I'm not asking you to invest or test a campaign with $50. You can do it with $10 or $20 maximum. All right, and then eventually divide the budget in the campaigns accordingly. So $50 per day, per campaign, per offer is what I divide, and then I create 5 campaigns under it, and the targeting in each campaign is different. And in each campaign, I have minimum 2 ads. That's a minimum. Okay, it's always extended by 3 or 4, or 2, 3 or 4, and then 2 different ads with 2 different images. This is what I do. So guys, Popular ads, Pop ads, Pop Cash, Ad Cash, ExoClick, 50, 100, Zeropart. So these are the top most pop-up advertising networks that we have right now. Okay,